Creating seasonal wreaths for your cards should be fun, simple, and easy. Today, I'm bringing you some tips and techniques that will allow you to create those one-of-a-kind seasonal wreaths that you, your friends, and family will love. Join me and we'll have some fun learning how to create these together. To get started creating this wreath, we're going to use the seasonal wreath die. This is the main background piece. It has 9 different pieces that will allow you to put together a wreath that's perfect for all occasions very quickly and easily. So for the base, I cut out just from a gold mirror paper, and then we're going to layer this wreath on top. Now you could cut out this wreath from colored cardstock, or you can cut it out from white and colored it in yourself. That's what I did, stamped it with olive. Then we're going to add a little bit of glue and glitter and layer these together. When you're adding the glue and glitter, I just think it adds a really nice, whoop, that glue is anxious to get on to this project. Just go ahead and add just a little bit of glue around that outer edge, and that will be covered with a chunky glitter. I find that that gives a really nice pop to the background when you're adding these leaves to your base of your wreath. So this step is totally optional, but it is one that I really, really love. So once you're finished, you'll go ahead and decide if you want to have a sentiment in the center or not. Some of the wreaths we kept open, so you get to decide what you want to do. So for this one, I stamped a Happy Holidays on an oval, and we're just going to go ahead and layer that right in the center. Oops, I'm going to need to make sure that I have turned this the right direction because there is a top and a bottom. I like to have this little notch at the bottom. And then you can go ahead, add your foam dots to the back and layer this holly leaf on top if you wanted to do that. So go ahead, add those pieces to the background, layer that together, and that creates a beautiful wreath base that you can use for all occasions very quickly and easily. To create the elements for the Christmas wreath, I used the Winter Wreath Accents. This has a lot of different embellishments, stamps, and die cut pieces that you can quickly and easily add to a wreath. So we're going to start out by coloring a few of these. Now, when I colored these, I was just using the vermilion red. I'm just giving a quick coloring technique to the bell. I did this technique for all the images that were in red. And then I also colored the leaves and hollies in an olive. So once you have that colored, you can go back and add accents of gold, add some crystal lacquer, and you have these beautiful accent pieces that are all ready to add to your beautiful little seasonal wreath. After you have created the base, colored your accents, you're going to want to go back and start adding these beautiful leaves and pieces that you have prepared for your project. So once you're finished coloring all those pieces, glittering and adding that crystal lacquer, I just go back, lay them in. If you're not confident in laying the pieces down and gluing them right away, you can always lay it down, take a picture of it, and then go back and glue it the way you really, really love it. So it's just a fun way to build a beautiful, beautiful, elegant wreath very quickly, very easily. This bell, I haven't added the glitter and crystal lacquer yet. So you can do it before or after, really doesn't matter, totally up to you. Sometimes I will wait till the very end and then just add the pieces. So when I am making a wreath, I typically put in my focal points first. So I put in my bell on the top and then these little pomegranates at the bottom. This makes it so festive, so pretty. And then I'll just go in and start adding my other pieces. Now, each piece I create is a little bit different than the one before. So I'll just go in, add some ornaments on both sides. And these ornaments come in different sizes, so they're really fun to layer together. So with this one, we'll pair 2 little ones on the right side. But you'll see as you look at the samples that I have at the very end, oh my goodness, I can't wait to show you those We have lots of different samples that the design team members have created with this. Sometimes I'll go back and cut these snowflakes in half even and just add those in different spots. But there's so many different ways that you can pair these together and add those. So I'll just pick this up so you can kind of see where we're at with layering them. So you'll see us start top, bottom, and then side to side. And then you'll just fill in with the leaves and all the fun things that you want to add as accents. So I'll kind of add the leaves, which you have the hollies, snowflakes, and some berries at the very end. So we'll go back, start adding some holly leaves. These are connected, so you can go in, you can pull them apart if you wish. So we'll just go ahead and add some up in here. I really didn't do much shaping to these. I pretty much just kind of pulled them up a little bit as I'm adding it, but you could totally add some shaping to it if you wanted to. So that is totally up to you. Now there are some cute little berries in this collection that you can also just add on top if you feel like you have some leaf stems that want to be covered up. You can totally do that. So you'll have that. I'm just going to add that in there. So you'll see how pretty that is. So I just love how these come together so quickly and easily. I think when you walk up to somebody's house and they have this beautiful wreath displayed right outside the door, I just think that's such a pretty, fun and festive greeting, whichever season it is. And that's what I love about these. You'll be able to add it to a card and just have the joys of creating your own seasonal wreaths. Add the sentiment that's perfect for the occasion you're creating it for, and just have a lot of fun with it. So this is the basics of it. You can go back. I even added some stamens to some of the wreaths kind of as a background, which is really, really fun too. So I'll hold this up so you can kind of see where that's coming along. These berries are your best friend. You can pull them apart, clip them apart, and just add those in however you want. And I promise you, when you are creating this, you'll feel like this master florist that's just putting together these super, super pretty bouquets. These little berries are so fun to just stick in and kind of have that very, like, kind of has the branch flair to it. Just makes it all come together. So that's the basics of it. You'll continue to finish the opposite side as well. So just make sure that you have fun with it. Add in those areas that you think need some additional accents. So for this side, I would continue adding those berries, and then you can add it to a card. This one was more of just a neutral greens with the little owls in the center. Super, super pretty, and how that was added to a card. There's so many beautiful samples created with the Christmas wreath. So with this one, it's layered on a card. There's so many different ways you can pair them together. So we were just looking at how you can do this one. Here the alphabets give you that Noel. Here's one with a different decorative die, just those bright traditional Christmas colors. And then here's one that's a little bit more simple, not as much to mention, perfect for mailing. So lots of variations. And hey, when you receive this set and you're like, wait, I really want to see a little bit more inspiration and detail on these, just plug in the item number or the name of the stamp and die you have, and that will bring up the samples that I'm showing in this video with the stamps and dies that you're using. Here's a really cute one with a wreath here. Then you've got the little beautiful ornaments up in here with the strings. So you can keep it as traditional, or you can do something completely different. Stamp those beautiful snowflakes on the outside edges, add the ornaments, and create a cluster that's just a really fun scenic builder. The next one we're going to look at is our summer wreath accent. So in case you were wondering where those cute little birdies come from, there's butterflies, there's little builders with leaves and florals in this one. So with this one, let's look at the individual wreath. We have some pretty ones with this one oops, I'm holding that sideways. The birdies were flying off the wreath. Here's one with a little bit more glitter, so you can really glitter up the background like I was telling you earlier, which is lots of fun. Here's one that has a lot of those flowers layered together with lots of pretty colors. Here's one as well, more soft with the little birdies perched on top. Don't be afraid to have your sentiment go across the top of the wreath. And also you can just pair those beautiful clusters together and have it look completely different. There is a ribbon in the seasonal wreath die that is really pretty as well. You could even do a shaker and do some fun things with it. So So many different options with it. Autumn wreath accent. This is where those cute little owls are in. So this one has the beautiful fall leaves, pumpkins, apples, has a cluster of grapes, a little sunflower, and those baby owls. So with this one, I have this one with a sentiment. This one is more open. So as you can see, lots of beautiful color combinations and ways that you can cluster these together. Here's some of those elements are just added onto one of these circle dies that we just launched. Here's the wreath in all of its glory, just on a beautiful card paired with the sunflowers. And here you'll see that ribbon with the gold. I love how that turns out. You have some of the leaf accents on the bottom. So many different ways and ideas, right? Love how this one turned out with that opening at the center. I feel like that creates a little bit more of that doorway look. And then we had showed you this one earlier. This one's kind of a cross between like just a soft, subtle Christmas theme. So these will really allow you to create those all-season wreaths that are perfect for any occasion. Before I go, wanted to show you the beautiful paper collection. Now this one, what I love about it, it has these different shades of greens that you're going to be able to add pops of color to. These greens are just so vibrant, very pretty. And I think you'll really love using these as accents with the wreath and pairing it with other collections you already have. The creative possibilities and versatility with the seasonal wreath are endless. Have fun creating your own one-of-a-kind seasonal wreaths. And hey, if you don't have these products yet, I've added the links below for quick and easy ordering. Thank you so much for joining me today. And hey, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, make sure to do so, and we will see you next time. Bye!